yeah, we're back in business. This time the tunnel that I didn't film on the way in. So yeah, I just recorded some Haikyo. It'll be in another video. Urban exploration in Japan. A bit of a side hobby of mine, which combines very well with the whole riding thing. I know a bunch of bikers who like to go and explore abandoned buildings, and asshole scared the shit out of me. But loud pipes save lives. I bet he heard me before he saw me. Oktama was my actual plan, but considering what time it is now and that I don't need to be home before like 10 p.m. or something, I don't mind riding home in the dark, and I don't mind taking the highway back either, even though my ETC card is in the car. But well, I could pay cash. I might go a little further and check out Yamanashi, but I haven't made up my mind completely. Let it be a surprise for both of us, for all of us, for you as well as me. Passing cars is easy. Passing bikes like this is not easy at all. The biggest problem is that they might be a group, they could be a group, they probably are a group. And if you start mixing yourself in with groups, that's not very nice, you know. It pisses them off. I might not be a group. But move your fucking ass already. Well, the Navi helps in situations like this, because you know when the straights are coming. Yeah, it'll be a while. The problem is I need to see far enough, you know. I mean, like the whole blind corner thing. The problem is, even if it's if this was a car in front of me, I can squish past fairly easily. Problem is that if another car is coming, I can still stay on the middle line and survive this, but because this fucker is so wide, I'm gonna die. So let's not die today. Yeah, like this. But yeah, the whole yellow line thing, that's why I don't want my plate on the channel or known, because that will just get me in trouble, you know. That yellow one, it means no passing under any circumstances, pretty much. It's like, you know, the dotted line you're allowed to pass, and the straight line that is not, you know, doesn't have any breaks in it. The yellow one is kind of like worse. I don't even know. What comes after you're not allowed to pass? You're really not allowed to pass? But yeah, the good thing about those trucks is whenever you pass one, you have like empty road. Woohoo! Yeah, what a nice fluid road. The nice thing, well, the worst thing about Oktama is that the what should I say? The curves are just a tiny bit too tight. Like, you have to be a lot more confident, and also, you know, the altitude changes in that, you know, home stretch is a bit, yeah, a bit too much is wrong, but this is actually nice considering it being all 40 zone. Yeah, you know, one cop watching this video, tracking me down and getting me in trouble. Yeah, I like this quiet stuff, right? I like the roads that are not so busy, kind of more secluded. The thing in Japan is that you do not need to go out on the weekend. I mean, there's plenty of people who ride on the weekend. That's probably the reason why you don't need to go out on the weekend. I do not like those Sunday type riders, the cubicle people, the ones that, you know, most people driving today, I mean, you didn't see it on the camera, but I mean, bikers is one thing, but the car drivers, there are so many guys that are stuck in a cubicle from Monday to Friday, and they don't know how to drive. It's wrong, but there's so much frustration, you know. You can see it in the driving, that how frustrated they are, how much they've been thinking about getting out for the whole week just so they can be in a traffic jam. And they get, like, whenever I have these kind of road ragey type of situations where someone gets super upset because I pass him, you know, like because I filter or go in front at the traffic light. The thing is that when I'm in the highways and I look for bikes, I go to the side a lot, especially with the highways because it's such a big fucking car. But you know, they always like thank you and wave, and you let a bunch of people ahead of you. I mean, I can't keep up with the truck or with the van, but you know, those BMW type cubicle no-lifers, they always get so grumpy, like, what the hell, he stole 50 centimeter, I could have been the second fastest person on this road, but the bike just passed me. You know, they pull over to the side just a little further to the right so you can't get by, and it's just, I don't know, so much stress for no actual reason. I am faster anyway, so you might as well move out of the way, because I'm gonna find a way. But this is, I mean, this is empty, right? This is really empty. There is nobody here, or fairly few people are here, and the people that are here, they commute by car, they go to work by car, they know how it is, if you see what I mean. Especially the trucks, they don't give two shits. I mean, I don't expect them to, if you know what I mean, I don't expect them to get out of their way to accommodate me. But, oh, this is a nice one. I didn't realize the bridge kind of swings around like this. Yeah, in situations like these I always remember that I'm actually afraid of heights. Even though this is kind of a little bit icky. I am in an earthquake country, if you know what I mean. But yeah. So I don't know. And I get out of the way a lot. I mean, seriously, that Oktama stretch, I don't have it on video, but I was driving there last year in summer, and I was like, yeah, I'm fast, and I never have my knee down on this thing anyway, but I felt fast, and I look in my mirrors a lot, and I see this lowered BMW something behind me, and I just go a little bit to the left and indicate, and he goes past me. You can hear the turbocharger, and he didn't brake in the next curve, and I just saw him stick his hand out as in, thank you, fast motorcycle dude, for letting me pass. Like, you still have to pay attention, right? You're not the only person in the world, and I know there are plenty more guys on the road that are faster than me, but I feel that I'm not the smallest fish. If I'm not the biggest fish, probably not. I'm definitely not the smallest fish, and it doesn't mean it's not the bike, you know. It barely ever is the bike. It's not a race or either, but I had a Honda Grom. That's a funny story. A Honda Grom going into Oktama from the city side, driving into Oktama towards the mountain. That's when all the twisties start. And I've got this Gigi looking guy. Gigi is like grandpa looking guy on a Grom in front of me, 50-ish, 60-ish, and there was so much bling on it. I could see that he had modded it, and I really hope that there was a 200cc bore kit on it, because he smoked me. But you know, riding like this towards the twisties, I took him in the straights, and then he filtered past me in front of a traffic light, and I was kind of annoyed. So I took him in the straight again, and as soon as we head to the mountains, he was on my ass in the twisties, and I tried to lose him, but I couldn't. And then he passed me like 80, 90 on the straight, and then the curve came, and I braked, but he didn't. He just put his knee out, leaned over to the side, and whoom, swung around it, and I was like, yep, thank you, I'm gonna be back here waving you on. And I didn't talk to him, I didn't see him late. I passed him again when he turned around, but I just kind of waved and he waved back. That was really funny. That was like, I don't know, it probably made his day. Big guy on a big bike, it doesn't mean much. The little guys on the little bikes, especially here in the twisties, they can have much more skill. Yeah, the tunnel is gonna eat me.